Hello Stampers, and welcome to Laura's Stamp Pad. Today we're going to play with one of my favorite punches. The Decorative Label Punch is by far my favorite punch. I love using it to punch out greetings, to pop them up. I love using it for so many different things. It's definitely the punch that I reach for the most. And so today I'm just going to show you how I created two little fabulous cards that are not what you typically would think of whenever you look at the punch. So these of course are both laying down, but this fabulous little card here looks like a little chalkboard easel. How cute is that? I love it. That idea I got from fellow stamper Mary Ellen Stites at Create With Me. She's so fabulous. So I created that by just punching the bottom there of the card, and then of course I ran it through the wood grain embossing folder for that little texture and everything, and then I actually heat embossed the greeting there and then colored over it with some Sharpie markers to add a little pop of color. You could always leave it white and make it look more chalkboard-esque though. The other one is this fabulous little card. So this one actually like sits up, like it can sit up like that. And so it kind of looks like one of those like room dividers or like those little like wardrobe things that people have. I don't really know the correct term for it. If you know it, leave me a comment down below, let me know. But this cute card is super fabulous for someone if you were giving it to them for them to decorate their office or to brighten their day if they're homebound or ill or anything like that. Because it's just super cute. You could always leave one of the panels blank and then, you know, do your writing on there or add a greeting, but you also have the entire back that you can always decorate on. And since there's technically like 4 little panels, that would be perfect for each member of the family or each member of the office to sort of decorate or write their little well wishes on there. So super cute, super fabulous, and of course you could always change up the images and everything to make it geared more towards baby or wedding or get well or anything like that. I kind of went for like a very generic with the flowering flourishes, and then I used the papillon potpourri for the butterflies there, which are super fabulous. So let's get started and I'll show you how I created both of these. The other awesome thing about both of these cards is they both fit into a regular medium-sized envelope. So it just folds up nice and perfectly like that and goes just the same size as a regular card. As you can see, both of them are just like that. So we're going to use a piece of, like I have Very Vanilla, but you can use Whisper White or any color cardstock you wish. And this measures 4 1/4 by 11. And we're just going to fold it in half. And I'm going to use my bone folder for a nice strong crease there. And then each of the panels, we're just going to fold this back. And so that's technically in half again. And go over it there with our bone folder. And then we're going to flip it over and then fold this one back, which is also in half. So there we have our little accordion piece. And then now for the punching, you can fold 2 of them in half. And then you're just going to slide this into the punch, and I go right to that halfway point. So like right here you have those 2 bumps, so that is right there, that's the halfway point. So just slide your cardstock into that where it meets up on those 2 points and punch. And it punches through those 2 pieces of cardstock really easily, so no problems there. So you can either do that again on this side, or if you would like all of them to match up, now you can always just open it up and then use those little pieces here as your guide. So now I will just slide it in and see where those images are and punch, and then do the same over here. And so now they all line up perfectly whenever you fold it, and then you can decorate all of your panels however you would wish. Isn't that super fabulous? For this one, I went ahead and just folded the cardstock in half and then slid the punch up the same way that I did here. And then after I had created that easel look, then I went ahead and ran just the front of the card through the Big Shot with the wood grain embossing folder so that it would have that wood grain look. And then you can decorate the front of that one as you wish as well. So there's so many different ways that you can decorate these and have lots of fun with it and create something different for every occasion. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'll have pictures of these on my blog at laurastamppad.com, so you can check that out. And don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And I'll see you next time. Happy stamping. Bye-bye.